Right, Jack, when we were doing the, when you were making your dens there, your miniature dens, I noticed that you were trying to make a sort of tripod, and it's quite tricky to do, and you had some good ideas. I'm just going to show you a couple of knots that might actually help you with that, to build like an A-frame. So the first knot is called a clove hitch, sometimes called fish on a dish. Now we all know that you like eating fish and chips, and when you eat your fish, it needs to be on your dish. If your dish is on your fish, it's going to squash it and you're not going to be able to eat it. And so what we do is we make our fish like this, and then in the very same way we make our dish, and we place our fish on top of our dish like that, and you'll see there's a little cross over there that tells you that you're doing it correctly. And then you loop your fish on a dish onto your stick like that, and when you pull it, that's your clove hitch, or your fish on a dish. Alright, want to have a try?
Yes, please.
There you go. A little go at that.
So this goes that way around.
And making your fish.
Fish.
Very good.
There's the dish.
That's excellent. Yeah. Fish on a dish. Have you got a crossover? Oh, you've got to hold the knot. You've got to hold the knot. Okay, try pulling it.
Might work.
That's pretty good, actually. That's
what?
pretty good. Yeah, it has worked. Yeah, that's really good. And there's another way I can show you. Actually, Henry, could you just bring that over a second? This might help. I mean, that was perfect, actually. But if you just come stand here, and sometimes it helps to see it in 2D. I'll show you again. You've got your fish, and you've got your dish, like that, and you put your fish on your dish, like that, and then when you pull it and you put it on, it's a clove hitch.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the 2D sometimes helps, but actually I think you've got it. Now, that's great once you've got your clove hitch, and again, I think with anything, just repeating it over and over again helps. It took me lots of turns to get this right. You did it really quickly, actually. Fish on a dish, and we have our clove hitch. It's all right, Henry, you don't need to stand there now. You're all right. You're done. Unless you want to watch, you can watch if you want. You might want to have a try at this as well. When you want to join two together, we're going to use a shear lashing, which is once you've got your clove hitch. All right, what we do, if you want to bind these together and make sort of legs, all right, is from the from the clove hitch, is we put the sticks next to each other and we wind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, nice and tight. That enables us to do this, and we've got like a pair of legs. Now we're going to give it a wedgie. All right, so we're going to give the legs a wedgie, 1, 2, like that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to tie it with a normal, you know, your bog standard knot, or a reef knot, but usually a bog standard, you know, the knots that we do when we're doing our shoelaces. Tie it off to one side, like this. And sometimes it's good to do 2 of those knots, 2 of those standard knots that we do, like that. And you'll see you've got your A-frame. And now what you might like to try and do now is seeing if you can add a 3rd stick to make a tripod using the same thing. So a clove hitch on another stick and then a shear lashing over, and you'll be able to make it. Okay, do you like to have a go at that?
Yeah.
Brilliant, fantastic. Or you might have a better idea. You might find another way of doing it, which is also fine. Brilliant.